I'm 61.
You're 61, so you're not in your 40s like he's
No.
40. All right, I just want you to calm down. You want some water or something? Or?
No, just a second.
He starts to get short of breath. And I ask him, you okay? What do you need? And he needed his inhaler.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Today we have another classic TCAP reaction for you, and in this one I think we are catching, or not we actually, Chris Hansen is catching what I think to be the oldest guy that has been showcased on this show so far. This dude is absolutely ancient, and to say the least, he has quite the reaction when Chris reveals who he is. So without any further ado, I don't want to spoil too much for you. Make sure you watch until the very end, but let's get right on into this one, shall we?
Yeah, go ahead and go wave.
Come on, bro, I gotta finish getting changed.
Stay back far enough. If you get within a foot, they might actually tell you're not a boy.
Okay, so we're starting things off with the guy who we see a lot who works for the, squad that's basically doing the investigative part of this. The people that are actually messaging these guys, using the decoys, and the people that are working with Chris Hansen here. And I like that little joke this dude just cracked. Like, this guy is so ancient that he probably won't realize it, but every time they have to have a boy decoy and they can't get one, they just have this lady put her hair up into a hat and use like a really crappy fake deep voice and expect all these people to just think that's, the decoy. But hey, it might honestly work with this guy because he is that freaking old that I don't think he could see or hear properly or properly enough to be able to tell, unless he's literally face to face with this person, which that would never happen.
Well, he's a lot older than 40. That's like 60. Bottom step in the laundry room. Closing the laundry room door.
I'll be right up, bro. I just got finished getting changed, alright? I got finished getting changed. Come in and chill at the counter. I made some chocolate chip cookies.
I hate this fake voice this decoy uses. Yo, I'll be right up there, bro. Yeah, I just got finished getting changed, bro. Hey, I'm a guy, by the way. I'm just a total dude. I can't wait to hang out with you. I'm definitely a guy, and I'm definitely young. These freaking actors, I know they're not able to hire, like, A-list celebrities to fill these roles, but some of these decoy actors are just not that good, okay? I'm sorry, I gotta say it. But yeah, this man ventures into the house, and he told the decoy that he was in his 40s, which is pretty clearly not correct. I mean, I'm surprised this guy's only 60. I would think he's in his 70s at least because he looks even old for 60.
Campbell said that he was much younger than his 61 years. Bragged about his ability to perform.
Where are you? I'm right here. I got
Here we
finished
go,
getting
coming
changed.
in the
I'll be
living
right
room.
there.
So yeah, not only is this dude an absolute creep and a monster, but he's also a catfish. I mean, he really found an extra angle to be even worse than some of these other guys. Usually they're at least honest about their age and their looks, but no, he is also adding on the whole concept of him acting like he's in his 40s, and then he shows up and he's this old senile man. Absolutely terrifying, dude. What a freaking monster.
Kitchen, call him back, Dale. Tell him to sit down. He's checking things.
Where you at?
Just standing here.
Oh, I'm over here. Are you looking up the stairs? My bedroom's downstairs, man.
No, where you at?
Dude, and the way they keep having to hide the decoy's face because obviously, I mean, I was joking the guy's old, but he still has glasses. He could probably tell if this isn't really the person that he was speaking to on the internet and instead just some woman who's using a deep voice. But yeah, the whole part of this right here is super awkward. Like, this guy's roaming around the house, and of course they can't have him do that because they've had people do that in the past, and then they see a camera crew person and it's over. Pretty much they bolt for the door right then and there. So I think the reveal is just around the corner here. Let's check that out.
I'm right here. I just got finished getting changed. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to confuse you.
Moving pretty quick there. Why don't you have a seat right over there
Okay.
at the stool?
There we go, baby. The best freaking part of this show. Chris pops out from the door. He mentions that this guy seemed to start moving much faster once he realizes that the decoy was possibly inviting them into his bedroom, which is terrifying that this dude just has some pep in his step all of a sudden when he realizes, oh, this might be real. But no, then Chris is there to shatter his dreams, thankfully, and reveal that this is going to be not a very fun time for this old man, which is what I would hope, you know what I mean? Him being old and senile doesn't make me feel any less bad for him. If anything, it makes me more angry about him. Because think of this idea. This dude has probably been doing this most of his life. That's a lot of damage that somebody has done throughout their entire life. There's definitely not a chance he decided one day at the ripe old age of 60 something that he's like, hey, I'm gonna do this for the first time. No, this is someone who's probably a seasoned veteran.
Where were you headed just then?
Just talk with him.
Just talk with who?
Tony?
Tony. And how old is Tony? 18. And how old are you?
I'm 49.
49.
Uh-huh. What's the problem here?
You don't see a problem here?
No.
No, we were just gonna be talking. I just wanted to make a friend. You know, you make friends online, you come over and talk to them. I love how guys have this angle here in this show sometimes where they really try to like gaslight Chris almost. I don't know the best word for it, but gaslight is the best thing I could think of. They try to spin it to where they're like, why are you making it weird? I just want to hang out with my friend. Yeah, he's and I'm 49. Well, actually, I'm 61, but I like to lie about being in my 40s. That's not weird to make friends online and want to talk. You're the one that's making it weird. Like, no, clearly you're like 5 times this person's age. You should not be having a friendship with them, old man. Go meet some people at the freaking senior center or something, dude. Or hit up bingo like on a Tuesday at 4 p.m. or something. Like, there you will find some people your age that you can have some kinship with. But no, this decoy is not the type of person you should be befriending.
You're just going to be talking to
Yeah.
him. All right, why don't we start with your name? John?
Tom.
What is it?
Tom
Tom. And what's your last name, Tom?
Campbell.
Campbell. And how old are you?
I'm 61.
Dude, I think this guy is legit about to have a heart attack. Do you hear that breathing? This plus his old age, this could be one of the most dire situations on this show so far. But I don't think, obviously, anything happens. This won't be the first time someone's taken away in an ambulance instead of a cop car. But still, I'm like kind of worried for this guy's safety at this point. He is freaking out, justifiably so. I think he realizes things are not going to be very fun for him here.
So you're not in your 40s, like you
No.
said. I just want you to calm down. You want some water or something? Or?
No, just a second.
Do you have asthma?
Asthma and emphysema. I had a quintuple heart bypass.
Heart bypass. You still smoke?
Some.
Some.
It's hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
So I can't even remember all this stuff he literally just rattled off. But basically he's got asthma, something else is going on there, and then he had like a triple or quadruple heart bypass surgery, whatever that means. Either way, this dude's body is down bad, and he still is out here trying to commit these terrible acts, and also still smokes. Like, bro, clearly you have no control over yourself at this point if you have all these other ailments and you're still huffing and puffing and trying to meet up with these people online. I think Chris is a little worried he might seriously give this guy a heart attack right now, though, so he's giving him his time and allowing him to whip out the inhaler and you know, take a few puffs off that so that he can actually speak with this man right now, because instead he's just hyperventilating and on the literal precipice of passing out. And you know, speaking of Chris, over on the Patreon, actually, I just posted a reaction to him sharing some behind the scenes stories. Quite an amazing episode, if I do say so myself. More content going up in a couple of days on the Patreon. Make sure you check that out if you want to have another way of supporting the channel beyond simply liking and commenting, which already means the world to me, but you can get access to a ton of behind the scenes content that I'm going to be posting with Facecam and a much more laid back style, showcasing stuff that I simply cannot put on YouTube. Again, big massive thanks to wtfcatboy and my fellow patrons for the support, but either way, let's get back into this video.
And all I was going to do was arrange to meet him, talk with him, because he said he had some problems.
And how were you going to coach him?
Mainly, if nothing else, to help him see that it's not really the shameful situation that it was.
Okay, dude, and this is a pretty sinister angle this guy is twisting on this whole, I don't know, scenario here. He's acting like he was simply over here to befriend this person and become their mentor and kind of talk them through this crisis they might be having with the fact that they might be gay, which is ridiculous that he could spin it that way. No, clearly, dude, you had some intent, and I think the stacks of papers in front of Chris here are going to expose that, but it's just terrible that this was his backup plan, to act like he was simply wanting to be a life coach or a mentor or somebody that could help this person out, but instead he was about to ruin their life completely and cause untold damage to them by showing up at this house. But thankfully it wasn't a real person, you know, Chris was there, but still, screw this guy.
So you were here to mentor this boy?
If I could, yeah, if I could, you know, I don't mind helping.
And did that mentoring process include having with him?
Oh, no.
But that's not how the conversation went on the internet, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm an old man. I have no idea what I say on the internet. You know, most of this stuff could be bots or something. I don't know for sure if I said that. Like, I'm sure he's gonna pull that angle here. I love how people who are old pull the old card only when it's convenient. Like, oh, I don't know what I could have sent to him. My Yahoo is always sending weird messages out to people. I think I got hacked. No, dude, you sent those freaking messages on your own time, and you were the one that literally typed them out with your own fingers. So this is gonna be pretty awkward for you as Chris rattles this stuff off. Again, you guys know the deal. I do have to skip a lot of this, but it's some pretty terrible stuff as always. They really don't get these guys to come over to the house unless they have some serious dirt on them.
Yep, and from what most say, it's the best they've had. The real compliment is when they keep coming back for more. You'd absolutely love it. I'm in my 40s, but guarantee that I'm not some old guy wanting to perv a
Oh my, and this guy continues lying about his age in the chats and is even like, dude, I promise I'm not some old weirdo. I'm only 40, okay? Trust me, I look maybe a little bit old for 40, but it's just because I've lived a hard life, okay? I'm definitely not in my 60s. I'm not some old creepy guy trying to just be creepy with you, all right? I'm your friend. I'm gonna be your mentor. Like, that's how freaking twisted this guy's messages were. I'm getting heated at this dude. Like, this is an actual monster. Of course, all of them are monsters, but sometimes they are just so insidious, it just gets under my skin and creeps me the hell out.
So you were just being open and honest about who you were, what you were.
I think so.
How come you said your name was John and that you were in your 40s when you're really Tom and 61 years old?
Many people, when you're on the internet, won't talk to anybody if they're in their 50s.
Now he's just like trying to play the sad card. Dude, you don't know how it is to be in your 60s trying to use the interwebs, okay? I can barely tap out the HTTPS or whatever the start of the URL is before I start getting trashed online by some freaking Zoomers calling me a boomer, okay? It's just not fun. I don't like being old on the internet. No one wants to talk to me. That's why I gotta go into these weird, obscure chat rooms and speak to decoys like this. Like, get a life, old man. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be on the internet because clearly you're a dangerous person in society, and I don't think you should have access to any internet in your life at this point.
Yeah, but that runs against what you told me just a few moments ago. If you're going to be so honest and so mentoring, why not say, hey, look, I'm a guy, I'm 61, I had a real tough time.
And yeah, Chris puts it very well there. This guy is basically backing himself into a corner because he's lying about his own lies. He can't even keep up with his own BS. And that might be some part of his old senile brain, but I think it's also because he's simply so dumb. He didn't really think of a game plan beyond showing up here and didn't expect Chris to be here, obviously. So now everything is just being thrown at the wall and he's hoping that anything sticks.
And you're probably right, but also
I'm not probably right, I am right.
I'm still extremely nervous, and the only reason I'm extremely nervous is I have no idea who you are.
You don't have any idea who I am?
No.
Would you like to know who I am?
Yes.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who meet teens on the internet.
Here comes the heart attack part 2. But I freaking love, I gotta say this, I love when the guys set it up perfectly for Chris to reveal who he is. When they ask him at the perfect time in the interview and he's ready to do the reveal, it is just chef's kiss, I swear. So finally the cameras roll out and he sends this guy off. Let's see how he's handled by the police. I'm kind of hoping low-key they, do the usual ground and pound operation when they put the cuffs on, but I think they're gonna be a little easy on this old timer, unfortunately.
Walk out, same door you came in.
Okay.
Straight back.
I tell Campbell who I am and what we're doing. He leaves, and like the others, immediately arrested and taken into custody and processed by the Fort Myers police.
So yeah, that was literally the most polite arrest that we've had on this show. Again, it's probably because he's so old they didn't want a lawsuit on their hands or to accidentally break this man. But yeah, Thomas was sentenced to apparently only 270 days in jail, not an entire year even, and only 3 years of probation. That is, I hate doing these whole episodes and then they tell me what the sentence was. Again, I'm not involved in the criminal justice system, but all of these seem so light. I want to know your guys' opinion on this though. What did you think of this video? What did you think of the reveal on this guy overall? And do you agree with me he did not get enough time? I would love to hear your thoughts. Once again, much love to all the Patreon supporters and all of those of you that are watching until the very end of the video and you like and leave a comment, and really means the world to me. But I think that's going to do it for today's reaction of this classic TCAP episode. Again, I think this has got to be the oldest guy we have seen on this show. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one, and until next time, peace out.